welcome to SpectrumTv Akwaibom. Edo Deputy Governor Shaibu declares interest in 2024 governorship race. Plus, Israel releases 39 Palestinian prisoners after Hamas hands over 17 hostages. We will bring you details of these stories and more in a moment. We begin the news this afternoon from the national scene, where the federal government, through the Minister of State for Petroleum Resources Gas, Ekberikwepo, has addressed the challenges revolving around supply and pricing of liquefied petroleum gas (LPG) in the domestic market. The intervention on cooking gas followed a rise in recent months in the price per kilogram of LPG from about 700 naira to above 900 naira in some parts of the country. In a statement by his spokesman, Louis Iba, the minister expressed concerns of President Bola Tinubu on the astronomical increase and attendant hardship on the citizenry. Ekpo, while highlighting Nigeria's abundant gas reserves, expressed disapproval of multinational firms prioritizing gas exports over allocating significant volumes for the domestic market, deeming it unacceptable. Consequently, he established a committee to provide recommendations within a week on how to enhance supplies and reduce pricing. Meanwhile, the federal government has warned farmers against selling or diversion of 2023 dry season farming inputs. The Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, made a call at the off-season wheat development season under the National Agricultural Growth Scheme (NAGS-AP) in Jigawa State. Kyari said the dry season farming is an integral part of the National Agricultural Growth Scheme and Agro Pocket NAGS-AP project, made possible by a $134 million loan facility advanced to Nigeria by the African Development Bank (AFDB). The minister added that the present administration resolved to expand the capacity of farmers to engage them in the cultivation of key staples like rice, maize, cassava, and wheat across the country. He urged farmers to utilize the support to achieve the targeted objective. From the Red Chambers now, where the Senate President Godswill Akpabio has assured citizens of Cross River and Akwa Ibom states that priority has been given in the nation's 2024 budget to address precarious road infrastructure in the two sister states. Akpabio gave the assurance while speaking with journalists at Margaret Ekpo International Airport, Calabar, upon his arrival for the Thanksgiving service of Senator Sukwo Ekpenyong of Cross River Southern Senatorial District. On the harrowing experiences by motorists on the Calabar to Federal Highway, the former governor of Akwa Ibom State said Nigeria's 2024 budget reflects the intention of the Senate under him to touch the lives of Cross River Akwa Ibom citizens. The Senate President was received by a state government delegation led by the Deputy Governor Peter O'Day, Senator Sukwo Ekpenyong, Speaker of the State House of Assembly Elbert Ayambem, and members of the State Executive Council, among others. Now to the Green Chambers, where a one-day retreat for chairpersons and deputy chairpersons of House of Representatives committees is billed to be held in Abuja today. Centered on the 10th House of Representatives legislative agenda, the retreat is expected to dwell on the theme improving legislative performance through effective committee management. The House spokesman Akin Rotimi, in a statement, noted that lawmakers would be taken through international good practice in committee management, benchmarks in conducting legislative hearings and investigations, as well as an overview of legislative practice and procedures, among others. Away from that now, the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Lateef Fagbemi-San has urged Nigerians to support the various reforms being introduced by President Bola Tinubu. He also urged the citizens to be patient with the president, noting that ongoing reforms by the president would bring economic prosperity and stability to Nigeria. A statement by the minister's special assistant on communication and publicity, Kamaruddin Ogundele, said Fagbemi spoke during a prayer organized in his honor by his family in his Ijabo country home in Oyun local government area of Kwara State. The minister assured Nigerians of the president's determination to take the country out of the woods. In a separate development, the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS court sitting in Abuja has said that sections 19 subsection 1A, 27 and 37 of the Nigerian Press Council NPC Act has failed to recognize public interest media, including the rights of online and citizen journalists. The court held that the sections violated Article 9 subsection 1 of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights and Articles 8 subsection 1 and 10 subsection 2 of the Declaration of Principles on Freedom of Expression in Africa. The court consequently ordered the Nigerian government to amend the contested sections to align with international practices that promote free, pluralistic and professional journalism. A statement from the court said the judgment was delivered in a case brought by two Nigerian journalists alleging that the NPC Act of 1992 was discriminatory and violated their right to freedom of expression. The applicants asked the court to order the respondent to amend the contested sections of the NPC Act to align with international practice and pay $1 million as damages. In another development, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project (SERAP) has asked the World Bank to probe the loans acquired by the 36 state governors in Nigeria and immediately suspend further loans to the states until they explain how previously acquired loans were spent. SERAP Deputy Director Kolawole Oluwadare made the demand in a letter addressed to the World Bank President Ajay Banga and made available to newsmen. While expressing concerns over the rising debt profile of the 36 states, the group alleged that the states had mismanaged and diverted public funds, stressing that it would be irresponsible to continue giving loans to the states. SERAP noted that if the World Bank failed to probe the state governors, it would not hesitate to institute legal actions against the lending body and the 36 states. Away from that, ahead of the Edo State 2024 governorship election, the Deputy Governor, Philip Shaibu, has made a formal announcement expressing his desire to compete for the People's Democratic Party (PDP) ticket in the forthcoming party primary. Shaibu made his declaration known in a televised announcement. The who has been in office since 2016 said he would run for the office of the #1 citizen in the state on the platform of the People's Democratic Party (PDP). After his official declaration, the 53-year-old politician launched his campaign office in Benin City, noting that he has put his life on the line for the development and growth of the state, and he was determined to make the South-South state great again. On to Africa, where Sierra Leone has lifted an indefinite nationwide curfew imposed after armed men attacked a military barracks and prisons in Freetown. The Sierra Leone government said a new night curfew will begin from 9 countries. President Julius Bio, while addressing his nation, said most of the leaders of the unrest have been arrested and will be held accountable. Bio described the events as an attack on democracy, adding that calmness has been restored in Freetown. Still in Africa, Niger has reportedly started running its biggest solar power plant, filling in the shortage brought about that quality of electricity supply had improved in the capital and other towns following the coming online of the solar plant. Barke noted that the plant has over 55,000 solar panels and can generate 30 megawatts of electricity. On the foreign scene now, 14 Israeli hostages, including 9 children and 4 foreign nationals, have reportedly been released by Hamas. Among those freed is a 4-year-old Abigail Lidon, who has dual Israeli and U.S. nationality.